a sci-fi theme hospital with a pretty in-depth story mode, I've heard. Right, chapter 1, orientation.
Greetings, Director. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your appointment. Ms. Orion and I are excited to see how you'll rise to the occasion. We're establishing our first facility right here in orbit around Earth.
Greetings.
Ms. Orion is already on site. Let's get this thing kicked off, shall we?
Shall we?
Glistening before you and silhouetted against the green marble of Earth is Galacticare's newest high-orbit station and your first hospital. I'm Heel, the AP assigned to all of Galacticare's extrasolar operations. Think of me as your personal assistant, for it is my duty to assist you in all things healthcare as we strike out amongst the stars. Soon, patients from all throughout the solar system will darken our halls, bringing with them all sorts of awful maladies and excretions. Medibots on standby, Director. Before then, Ms. Orion wishes to find the starting gun personally. I'm sure we'll be receiving a call from her any moment now. Yeah, and there she is.
Right. Incoming calls will wait. Definitely take your time.
The prompt at the bottom right of your user interface will answer her call. There's no rush. Contacts will wait for you to answer.
Oh, many bucks, look.
Bonjour, guten Tag, Moshi Director, and welcome to Galacticare. It's time to bring this dream of ours to life. I can't wait to see this hospital up and running. Personally, I'm not one for all this nitty-gritty management stuff. I'd much rather be in the lab. So that's why you're here. Remember, if you ever feel lost, you can review your objectives in the top right corner of your interface. Take it away, Heel.
Thank you, Mom. Director, let's start with a particularly fun section. Calibrating sensors and perspective. Yes, we'll be panning, rotating, and even zooming your camera. Both in and out, mind you. Thrilling stuff. Your objectives should be displayed now. If they're not, then everything is broken, and it may be simpler for you to resign. Look at us go, spinning around like a gyro.
Yeah, it
I
really
feel
is.
vaguely ill. Now, there was something else I was supposed to be doing. Oh, yes. Yes, the hospital. Patients and preventing death, profit, and so on. Very well, then. To do healthcare, we will require both a reception desk and a diagnosis room. Let's first place a reception desk so that we can process patients as they arrive. I've highlighted the menu in which you will find said desk.
Okay, so this is very theme hospital. It always starts with the reception desk. Patient check-in. Oh, look at it. Where did they...
While vast empty spaces are oddly captivating, we do occasionally need to build things in order to provide the healthcare. A reception desk in this case.
Love the grids, right? Look at those grids!
Wonderfully placed. Now all we need is a diagnosis room. Ms. Orion should be calling with the details momentarily.
The diagnosis room is our patient's first step on the road to recovery. It's where we evaluate what's gone wrong with their meaty bodies. Also, tiny spinny drones come out of it, which is very cool and entirely necessary.
Give me a good old rub.
Right?
Let's get that diagnosis room up and running. If you're ever unsure what to do, select any of your objectives and I'll help to point you in the right direction. With the room selected, you can now begin to place the blueprint. Choose a starting point. Wonderful. However, an empty room will not by itself facilitate the healthcare. We must first place a door and then the room's required objects. In the case of diagnosis, we need a desk and a display. Your construction display will show you simple, easy methods to improve your room's value. Potted plants are all the rage at the moment. Not my cup of tea, personally. Now, a replica of an XTC 5000 block engine. Well, my word, Director, I'm mere satisfaction from the thought
It
alone.
is literally just three. It's 3 Point Hospital, right? In space. And a room upgrade.
That's the diagnosis room, Eddie. Now we'll need a treatment room. Ms. Orion will be in touch with the juicy details.
Oh no, we need the doctor.
Skin! Everyone has it. Unless they have an exoskeleton, or nothing at all. The Skin Lab uses proprietary chemicals to coat our patients in a gentle foam, which strips off their outsides and rebuilds them from scratch. It's relatively painless. I use the Skin Lab instead of a shower sometimes.
Alright. Lockers. No.
Excellent. We have our first rooms. More to come, I'm sure. However, I think there's still something missing. As we're a healthcare organization, we will need some doctors. Pop open the recruitment menu on the left-hand bar and review your various candidates. And there they are, Director. You can see their name, species, and traits that are unique to them. We currently have old and human candidates, and are restricted to them for reasons which I can assure you are culturally sensitive. I'm certain you'll come to find the unique traits of the galaxy's different sapiens particularly helpful for your work. Choose a candidate when you're ready.
Okay, so they all have like a positive and a negative. And then I guess like a trait. They all seem to have inherited knowledge. Cecil, like, is a bit hungry. But he's gentle.
You can place that newly hired doctor wherever you like, even directly in a room, which will assign it as their primary task.
Jimbo.
Excellent work. Your new staff will set about their tasks in your rooms, aiding our soon-to-be patients. Doctors gain experience as they work, and more experienced doctors are, as you'd imagine, better at things. Due to capitalism, staff require payment on a regular basis, so do be
Fucking
sure not to
capitalism.
overhire and inflate your expenses. An excellent set of rooms and doctors, Director, that will surely excel at treating patients. You should be commended for your ambition. Speaking of which, your legally mandated commendation, known in human society as payment, is yours to claim.
Hello, mate. Human influence and craftium.
We're ready to open the hospital. Let's see if we can't get our patients back to their rent pods in one piece. Ready to begin?
Yeah.
And away we go. Time to treat some of these poor fellows. Patients are arriving now, Director. They shall scuttle about our hospital and deposit their various detritus within its once sterile halls.
Finally dying.
Oh no. They've got a shattered arm. What have you done to it? Regolithic. The patient is developing skin like lunar topsoil.
Our employer is rather keen to
They're
introduce you
turning
to the
into a moon.
The call icon should be at the bottom right, Director.
Guess it's over.
Aroma borealis.
I'm done for.
Hi.
Very cool. That's what I said.
The Ode are a curious bunch. Although they're all clones, they revere old age,
Which is fine.
competing with each other to see who can live in any one body the longest. Once they retired from their dreams of galactic empire, they developed an odd fascination with humanity. It began with crop circles and cow abductions, and ended up in appropriating the most problematic parts of 1950s Earth culture, surf rock, and traditional gender roles.
Cool though, right?
Humans, we love them. They are us, sometimes. Not always, though. Humans are a lot of things, and one of those things is that they're social beings. They'll improve our influence whenever they complete treatments. Also, they've accidentally engineered a dystopia where corporations have become kingdoms. So that's great. Sorry. That's a conversation for another time, I guess.
It appears we've received a patient with a shattered arm. Let's inspect them and see if we can't mend their appendage. That is a patient, Director, although not the right one. Not to fear, I won't recommend you for sensitivity training.
Oh, this guy's
Finally.
Another
turning
patient.
into a universe.
I'm sure they're a delightful person, but yes, this isn't quite who we're looking for.
Choline flying saucer.
Guess it's over.
Behold the patient panel. I've highlighted the condition track. This fellow's condition requires them to be reboned, and for that, we'll need a boning chamber.
The Boning Chamber, a retrofitted mining machine which chomps fresh, minty new skeletons directly into our patients. An assistant engineer fitted the schematic with internal cameras for personal reasons. That'll teach me to poach staff from Salazar. Anyway, that's all fixed, and it's mostly safe. Mostly.
Ah, the boning chamber. A fine room indeed. I do rather admire the machine in there. Rather charming, actually. I think I'll call him Harold. Haven't the foggiest idea why.
massive. How we do the room upgrade.
You may find yourself running short on space in our initial hospital area. You can expand to other nearby areas by selecting them and paying a small fee. To whom, I'm not sure. Well, now that we've got a few treatment rooms up and running, let's talk about keeping our staff and
I'm not
patients
sure.
happy. Let's inspect one of our
great.
doctors to grasp the full extent of their needs.
Nice place.
Through this panel, we can see the various qualities and needs that define our doctor. This is their mood. A happy doctor will perform their job efficiently, whereas an unhappy doctor is more likely to make mistakes. If their mood gets too low, they may simply leave. You can see the various thoughts and feelings impacting their mood here. For example, witnessing the death of a patient may result in a degree of momentary sadness. Physical needs, like hunger and energy, are fulfilled by vending machines, staff lounges, toilets, and so on. By the looks of things, this individual needs to unwind in a staff lounge.
This one's pretty straightforward. It's a staff lounge.
A lava
Staff will go
table.
in there and lounge. There's a fire pit and everything. We considered a mindfulness cube, but people found the idea nightmarish. So they get this instead. I don't get it. I love the cube. I'll go in there sometimes just to scream at the walls. Great de-stressor.
We'll need to build a staff lounge, lest our employees descend into absolute madness. We should also ensure we provide both staff and patients with places to sit, something to eat, and toilets in which they may relieve themselves.
Steel Rill Cream. That plan's done. quite curious. So we'll put a couple of these in for him. I mean, toilet, seating, vending machines. Room. This is how we upgrade our rooms, looks like. Efficiency. So I'll give it a credit boost. That'll give it improved durability, and that'll give it experience. And a couple of vending machines. And a bin. Both.
The required facilities have been installed, and the number of organics who've relieved themselves in the hospital has slipped under the bar for legal concern. Bravo, Director. You have provided everything organics need for a state of mild comfort.
Well, there is angle.
I'm done for.
Its patient gleams like a beautiful nebula. Apparently, it's very painful.
Director, it's time to meet your marginally useful maintenance crew. This is a Medibot. They've been purchased at low cost and reprogrammed to maintain our equipment and clean up various forms of vomit. The robot is waving. Medi, are you waving? Are you waving your awful little hands? It appears that Medi wishes to speak to you. Not to worry, I doubt it has much to say.
Hello, new director. It's me, Medi. Heel says I'm a toaster, and that I might actually be useful if I was dropped in someone's bathtub.
Yes, that comment is slightly out of context, Director, but you may rest assured that Medi has no clue what's going on.
Well, I guess so. Also, Heel keeps saying I'm a fake boy, and being programmed to imitate humanity is a disgrace. He's my best friend.
Medi, you don't have any friends because you're not real.
Of course I do. 'Cause you're my friend. And so is this giant creature who's about to eat the station.
Bugger me! What in the world is going on?
Hello there!
What? Hello?
I think it's okay, Heel. It's just a really big alien.
Hey,
First of all, Medi, it's a
That's
colossal. Secondly, please
no,
refrain from use of the term alien in reference to
Pagoria.
non-human sapiens. Director, the alien is somehow hailing us, though not on any identifiable frequency. It's almost as though it's directly pushing buttons inside the station's systems. In the absence of any better ideas, perhaps it's best to, pick up the phone.
Electronic and eukaryotic persons of Galacticare. I am Bazanoros Orgoria. Baz is also fine, in the interests of brevity. I developed these painful glowing spots about 4,000 years ago. I wondered if you could come and have a look at me.
Director, this is an opportunity we can't pass up. Colossals are notoriously elusive. Few even get to talk to them, let alone get all up in their biology. Let's help him out. First, you'll need to dispatch a ship from the shuttle bay to take a biopsy. That'll let us take a look at all the deliciously novel gubbins inside our new friend.
it's kind of wild. the amount of polish.
The
there
shuttle is primed and
Nice.
ready for your launch order, Director.
Like, they're all voice acted. It's very good. We got
And
shuttles.
away she goes! Our shuttle will collect the sample from Baz via a gentle, non-invasive surgical translocation beam. It feels great. Like scratching an itch. Don't ask me how I know.
Ooh, that feels nice. A bit like scratching an old itch.
Told ya. The shuttle is back with the sample we just took. It'll now be unloaded from the shuttle in an adorable canister. AI-driven medical devices, which behave much like patients do, just with less, you know, brains. We'll need to send it to diagnosis to figure out our next steps. Remember, you can always select the relevant task in the objective window for more information.
Director, we'll want that canister to make it through its diagnosis as quickly as possible. Fortunately, you can set it as a priority. Hit the priority button here to make sure the canister is seen to as quickly as possible. Prioritizing a patient or canister in this manner will place it at the front of any queue it joins. You should use this for, well, anything you like really, but emergencies in particular.
Very good. Very good. Got G-Dog humor in. Or anything you liked, really. Wait, so we're treating... This is mad. Wow!
Baz's skin is remarkable. I've already identified 7 brand new proteins. This will redefine our understanding of what meat can be. Despite his freaky space flesh, I don't see why we couldn't fix him up with a new cocktail from our skin lab. Now it's time for those canisters to go in the other direction. Let's fill some up, load them into a shuttle, and hose down our new friend with a pharmaceutical cocktail strong enough to melt turbo steel beams.
We'll see. Right. Prioritize canisters. Wait. Colossal Star Waltz? Star Waltz? I see what you're doing. Hair treatment canisters. Should be going in it, right? Skin tone. Let's prioritize Star Wars. Currently treating the universe. Right, they're going in, are they? They're going in? Yeah, they're jumping the queue. queue is very long.
Director, Heel? Some mean-looking mollusk just entered the hospital.
Yes, Betty. Those are
insane
vomitons.
looking.
They'll
It
bite
might
any sapiens they
be
encounter,
more
causing
polished
their
than
victim
2
to
point.
evacuate
Oi!
their guts directly onto the floor. Director, Medi is perfectly capable of dispatching these vomitons himself, but if you fancy it, you can use the station's coils to eject the pests from our mortal coil. Just a little death-based pun for your private enjoyment.
Thank you for that. Henry Elvis, get him in here. Uncover. Got him. Alright, we're up to 2. 2 are done. 3 are done. Can speed it up if we want. Right, last one's going in.
Our canisters are brimming with our new colossal regeneration fluids and waiting in your docking bay. Let's get them sent out. I can't wait to see if this works. If it doesn't, we may all be going to jail. Exciting!
The shuttle is ready to dispatch at your command, Director.
There it goes.
She's away! Keep an eye on the display, Director. We'll see the fruits of our labors any moment
boom.
now.
Oh, that medicine of yours really hits the spot. Glad to be rid of that itch. It felt like there was something different about you, and there's the proof. Before I go, I collect trinkets. Things traded or earned. I find these exchanges build interesting bonds between cultures. Have some of this stabilizing solution as thanks.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, it postpones untimely death, allowing additional time for treatment. May cause hair loss.
Well, I'm off. Thank you, Galacticare. I'm sure we'll see each other soon.
Well,
Amazing.
we've just treated a higher dimensional talking cetacean. I'm going to hold my breath until my heart rate comes down and map out these new organs. Maybe I'll name one after you.
A delightful performance to watch, Director. The stabilizing solution Baz gave us has remarkable properties. It'll fully replenish the health of any patients you use it on. Rather handy if there are specific people you'd rather didn't, die. Should you ever have need of more, you can make use of the craftium we've been collecting to fabricate them from the inventory panel.
Let's see. See you, Baz.
Our goal is to provide the best possible healthcare service, and we're constantly evaluated by a system known as hospital rating. Open the hospital rating panel now, and let's have a browse. Welcome to the hospital rating screen. Here, we can review everything that's wrong with your hospital. Not to worry, should it be
Decorating
terribly
areas.
efficient, there are plenty of pro tips to explore in these various tabs. On this summary screen, we can review any common thoughts and complaints, as well as admire the potential rewards you can earn. Feel free to peruse the remaining tabs at your leisure, or close the panel when you're ready to proceed. Director, Ms. Orion has sent over the details of a new room. Something about,
The training room is an environment in which our staff can gain experience with safe, gentle, ethical brainwashing with the memories of experts in their field. It
Amazing.
can be a bit much for their neuroplasticity to fully absorb, as well as pass out which families actually belong to them. Nothing too serious, though.
People can be trained with other people's memories? Can I go?
No. Director, let's get a training room built so we can help our staff become their best selves, whether they like it or not.
Right. Get out of these stupid robots. I see. I like that. Rugs and things like that. Change the color of them. Cool.
A fine, fresh training room. Now, let's teleport a doctor in. They'll begin training immediately.
Should have a spare doctor. He's in. That's amazing. Whoa, what's he doing? What's he learning there, eh?
Hello again, Galacticare. I thought I'd pop back in and offer you some of my wares as thanks for helping me out.
Oh.
I'll exchange any item for some credits. And just for you, there's always a freebie. Right now, I've got a holodoc, I think you call it. Oh, and I've also got a Medibot. Found him adrift in space a while ago. He was just spinning, really. Purchase an item, and I'll transport it over to your inventory. As for the holodock, I must insist that you take it. It keeps popping into existence inside my spleen.
The holodock emitter Baz has gifted us is a valuable piece of kit, a room upgrade. Place it in one of our treatment rooms and it'll kick into action.
That's the only cash there.
Holodocks are driven by advanced predictive AI. They're not sapient and thus require neither pay nor rest. This would make them perfect doctors if not for the limitations on their AI, which prevent them from learning or demonstrating any personality whatsoever. These qualities do make them excellent corporate executives, however.
Stop it! We can't have more good games. There's no time.
One of our doctors has leveled up. Let's take a closer look. Select them when you're ready. Level 1 doctors will start out as trainees, and upon reaching level 2, you're able to assign them an expertise, which will allow them to work far more effectively in one specific room. Select an expertise to continue. Here you can see the options for this doctor's expertise, which are based on the rooms they've worked in while in your hospital. Choose one to continue.
Here's this guy assigned to a skin lab, so let's give him the skin lab.
That's a fine choice.
Upgrades.
Try to assign experts to the relevant rooms. It'll help keep your patients alive and your workforce content.
It's not assigned to anything. Let's go diagnostics. We're bound to need another.
Director, something we haven't yet covered is Medibot modes.
Hey, that's me!
Yes, it is, Medi. Well done. Director, select a Medibot to continue.
Nice place.
Here we can see the configuration of this Medibot. Adjusting this will focus them on specific tasks. You can also use this window to change the appearance of your Medibots, in the event that you share that particular fascination with our previous director.
That's cool. So yeah, we can prioritize different stuff.
And with that, we've completed our orientation protocol. Excellent work.
So we got a blueprint for the holodock. We got cash. We got an efficiency regulator.
Your awards await, Director.
I know, I'm looking at them. Oh, it's very good.
We're receiving a call from Dorian Salazar, the CEO of Salazon.
Oh no, they died.
Dorian Salazar is on the phone. He's a corporatist of some notoriety, so it may be worth finding out.
This is Dorian Salazar, CEO. With which space creature am I speaking?
Mr. Salazar, a very fine day to you, sir. You're through to the director's office. If you're...
A robot? Well, that's a daring hire. Listen well, computer boy, to my terrible problems. My workers were performing an orbital trash discharge, and in a totally unforeseeable disaster, they were coated in unknown sludges. After they completed their assigned shifts, and in turn noticed that their bodies had warped into some manner of transparent slime. Here then is my offer to your fine company. If you're able to keep some workers alive for their shifts tomorrow, I'll send you some space money.
Of course. We'll send over a contract and then we can...
That won't be necessary. Good luck to you and goodbye.
Well, that's delightful. Director, it sounds like we're in for an influx of emergency patients.
Oh, very cool. We can copy, rotate. Bad things. We've got another diagnostic. Richard Tractor? Get him in here. Get him trained up. Get more.
Director, the emergency patients from Salazar are now arriving, and they're in a wretched state. We'll be lucky if most of them don't drop dead in the corridor. Let's save as many as we can. Be sure to prioritize them so they're seen to as quickly as possible. And I think now's the...
Hello?
Jellification.
Help me.
Help me.
Finally dying. Finally dying. Give me a
Amazing.
hand. Here.
Okay, so they're prioritized. They need to go diagnostic, bone, skin. Okay.
Time to use that stabilizing solution we received from Baz.
Oh. Okay. Let's go inventory. Can we craft more of that? More of that. And then they're stabilized, all 5 of them. It should be good now. We've got doctors in both our diagnostic. We've got a doctor in there. We've got the robot in there.
Hello there.
Go here. So they're going in the bone place now.
Help me.
Okay, cool. Nothing better.
Help me.
So he's waiting to see the skin guy. Busy. Skin room. Oh, that's what he was training in before.
This is Dorian Salazar expressing some legally mandated gratitude that you managed to save one of those workers. Their colleagues appreciate you. Keep it up and so on.
Oh no. Oh bye. Monkey. Treated 2 of them.
Guess it's over.
3 of those workers have now informed us that they'll be ready for work in 2 hours. Rather better than expected, Galacticares. Saves us a good bit of time on ordering new interns.
Yeah, the animations are as good, if not better.
7 whole workers have returned to my warm bosom.
It's very good.
I don't know where you get your mojo, but you know your healthcare.
Very similar, but obviously with that sci-fi theme. Roman Borealis, Space Invasion, Star Wars.
Cracking work, Galacticares. You've saved Legal a lot of man-hours in blocking insurance payments. I'm sending you the agreed-upon dosh and a vinyl of my newest album. A novel delight for any aficionados of smooth jazz.
Me? Where's my vinyl?
Quite the ride, Director. I'm up to my pineal gland in new data. Either that or I'm overdosing on hypercaf. I'm going to dive right into genome mapping Baz. His cells keep phasing through the collector, so it might take a bit of tinkering. Heal will apprise you of our next job. But for now, thanks for making this real. You're bringing our dream to life. Now, let's change the galaxy.
Excellent work, Director. Ms. Orion seems thrilled, and we've already booked another contract. A music festival in Earth space, if you can believe it.
What's a music festival, Heel?
In this case, Medi, I dread to imagine. Earmuff mode on standby. I'd rather your circuits weren't blown out by exposure to Odeon harsh noise. Director, should you prefer to hang about and continue working in your fine hospital, we'll remain on site with you until you choose to move on.
I don't know. We try and get our rating up. Stay here
As
for a
you
little
wish,
bit.
Director. Whenever you're ready to leave, simply return to the galaxy map, and we can move on to our next job.
We can come back here whenever. That's cool. Oh, they only fucking in, man. What's happened? No. Oh, it's gonna just shut it, right? You go, chill. I think we build another there, right?
Ahoy hoy, Galacticare Dr. Monkeys! I've got a devil of a mess on my hands, and since you're the blighters responsible, you better believe the cleanup's on you. We got wind of your fancy new skin lab, and I instructed my scientists to build one for Salazar, but these test tube lickers mangled it. Instead of curing skin conditions, it's inflicting them with violent intensity, and my lab is positively covered in unguent.
I'm positively distressed to hear it, Mr. Salazar. I'm not sure how it falls on us, however.
Because we were copying you in the first place. Now do the noble thing and fix these tragics before decomposition kicks in. Don't worry, butler boy, I'll pay you for it.
Unlike story event. Okay.
Bloody right. Now then, you'll get paid according to how many of these corroded casualties you cure for me. So pull on your grown-up knickers and prepare to put your back into it.
Yeah, Mr. Salazar, charming as ever. The friends you make in the healthcare industry, eh, Director? And here come our skin-challenged patients now, Director. Be mindful that the more skin labs we have.
Sick as a dog.
These ones.
Sick as a dog. I'm done for. Guess it's over.
Okay.
The more patients we can treat.
Hello.
Yeah, it's regular. Oh my goodness, you two. You're gonna need help immediately. There we are. Prioritize regular.
Finally. Dying.
Well, alive.
I should send you the bill for cleaning this loathsome glop out of my R&D lab. This stuff is Beelzebub's jism.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Salazar. Our patients speak so highly of their skin lab treatments. How did that one patient put it? A liquid massage. Isn't that right, Director?
Yes, yes, Digital Dog's Body, your junk science may have impressed the rubes you call patients, but we have higher standards at Salazon.
That much is clear, sir.
No. Oh. What the hell? What?
You dimwits have fallen right into my trap. We've been recording your skin lab treatments this whole time. It'll be a cakewalk for my scientists to... What? You weren't recording. Why the blazes not? We're paying Galacticare to treat a bunch of skin tragics for nothing.
I
Well,
might
of
have
course, I
broken the
didn't tell you
game.
to. It's called plausible deniability, you cretinous dunderhead. Honestly, Galacticare, it's as if these nitwits have never heard of corporate espionage. Oh, how quaint. Your skin labs are actually staffed by living doctors.
Well, yes. That personal touch is a Galacticare specialty. Who operates your machines?
I outsource my operation to remote workers on Eridani 9, like any sensible businessman.
Help me.
I'm really scared. Wait. I'm hoping it's just a visual bug.
Greetings, Director. Let me be the first.
It is. Oh, look at that. Well done, that one.
You dimwits have fallen right into my trap. We've been recording your skin lab treatments this whole time. It'll be a cakewalk for my scientists to... What? You weren't recording. Why the blazes not? We're paying Galacticare to treat a bunch of skin tragics for nothing. Well, of course, I didn't tell you to. It's called plausible deniability, you cretinous dunderhead. Honestly, Galacticare, it's as if these nitwits have never heard of corporate espionage. Oh, how
Nice.
quaint. Your skin labs are actually staffed by living doctors.
Well, yes. That personal touch is a Galacticare specialty. Who operates your machines?
I outsource my operation to remote workers on Eridani 9, like any sensible businessman.
Chewing bone.
Ah, competent healthcare. Now, why can't you clodpoles produce these results? You're making me look like a fool in front of her. Never mind that. Galacticare's your bullion as promised.
Thank you.
My team will crack it sooner or later and make your skin lab look like a septic tank. In the meantime, if that Orion bird you've got designing your whatchamacallits ever wants to see how a real company's run, she'll have a plum spot in my science division. Ta-ta, Galacticares!
Here we are. The toilets now, okay. Where did they go? Plants.
Useless apes.
Payment.
Director, it seems another colossal requires our services. I wonder if they were pointed to us by Mr. Bazanora Fagoria.
Oh, Galacticare. So glad I found you. I am German Closopathia. Please tell me you can help me like you helped Baz. I'm in such abominable pain. My skin feels like it's being pelted with high-velocity space junk. Oh, thank you. Here's hoping you're the miracle workers Baz said you are.
Not to worry, my cetacean friend. We'll get everything back in working order before you know it. The diagnostic shuttle is ready to launch on your command. The shuttle has been
Oh, it's
launched.
got space walks. Just like Baz.
This is a perfect opportunity to get more samples of colossal tissue from Mizarion's collection. That came out creepier than I intended. Those growths look familiar, wouldn't you say, Director? Preparing some canisters for bioanalysis now. As suspected, diagnosis confirms these are the same warts suffered by Mr. Bazanora.
Of course they are. Where do you think I picked them up?
I see.
Amazing.
Shall ask no further questions.
Don't hold back on my account.
Funny.
Treatment canisters are en route to the skin lab. We should be able to use the exact same emollient formula prepared earlier. There's a time saver.
Nice. I love it. It's great.
Help me.
Treatment canisters all ready. Let's baste that beast. No. Disregard that. I was trying something. Let's all pretend it didn't happen. Medi, get those canisters on the shuttle. The shuttle is primed and ready for your launch order, Director. Treatment shuttle en route to Gemenclosopathia now.
Oh, sweet relief. I haven't felt this good since, well, the moment Baz gave me the warts in the first place.
Alright.
I've learned rather more about colossal reproductive habits today than I intended to.
Oh, we don't reproduce that way. We spring up fully formed. So I have no need for such pedestrian methods of reproduction. It's purely for fun.
Excuse the intrusion, but it's not every day we get a glimpse into colossal physiology. I just don't see anything resembling the organs one thinks of in regards to physical intimacy. What does it involve for your kind?
You'd be amazed what can be achieved with the skillful application of a tentacle or three.
I'm sure I would.
The phrase flippers akimbo springs to mind. Thank you for long overdue relief, Galacticare. I don't often say this, but I'm glad that was all over so quickly. I might just go visit Baz. It's been a lonely 700 years.
Please, send our regards. And practice safe. Whatever it is you do.
That's cool. Need a higher throughput.
You're there? Good. This is outrageous. I'm being blamed for a piddling little warehouse explosion. Just because it had Salazon written on the side in bloody great letters. Show me the proof those chemicals hadn't already exploded before we got our mitts on them. Anyway, I need to outsource treating the victims to you, so I don't take the blame for mangling the poor sods further. Marvelous. Just remember that any survivors are legally Salazon property. They're stamped in everything, you know.
Well, I suppose we had better prepare for Mr. Salazar's patience, and hope he's planning to play his bill.
You should be receiving the first wave of
Guess it's over.
Application.
Hello.
Oh, that's loads.
Finally dying.
Are you a doctor? I've been waiting for ages.
I'm done for.
fortunates now. Treat them, or don't. Either way, I've inured myself against further blame by subcontracting to you, cat's paws.
Another big thing. Oh, we got free stuff. Increases experience. Like that. I'm going to put it in there, or be a genius, right? What's that?
well done. You healed a single patient. What a coup for a fully staffed medical
Yeah, I've done
facility.
2 actually, you dick.
That's half of them ready to transport back to finish their shifts. No worker of mine is getting a sick day for a few boo-boos. Remarkable. Every single patient cured and ready to rejoin the workforce. I'd have rather keep the warehouse, of course. Wage slaves are much cheaper to replace. Well, mush my peas and call me Gracie. Galacticare, exquisitely executed. I must confess to some disappointment that you didn't completely turn the bed. I'd kill to know how to get that level of care at a Salazon facility. Don't tell me I'd need to start paying my doctors.
Thank you.
Treat yourselves with these well-deserved credits, Galacticares. For a second-rate hospital, you acquitted yourselves admirably.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Salazar. Perhaps you'd like to leave us a favorable online review.
Sorry, chum. I'm going through a space tunnel, losing your signal.
I don't think that was a real space tunnel.
Can this speed things up a bit? It's cool. They have like dialed it back. Like on 2 Point, right? You end up covering literally every square centimeter of a room with decorations. On this, it's just like, yeah, put 3 in. It's enough, right? I quite like that.
Ahoy hoy, Galacticare Dr. Monkeys! I've got a devil of a mess on my hands, and since you're the blighters responsible, you better believe the cleanup's on you. We got wind of your fancy new skin lab, and I instructed my scientists to build one for Salazar, but these test tube lickers mangled it. Instead of curing skin conditions, it's inflicting them with violent intensity, and my lab is positively covered in unguent.
I'm positively distressed to hear it, Mr. Salazar. Not sure how it falls on us, however.
Because we were copying you in the first place. Now do the noble thing and fix these tragics before decomposition kicks in. Don't worry, butler boy, I'll pay you for it. What's going on over there? Robo-Jeeves, rouse your slumbering director at once.
Certainly, sir. I'll just place you on hold while I pop up to Master's chambers.
Bloody right. Now then, you'll get paid according to how many of these corroded casualties you cure for me. So pull on your grown-up knickers and prepare to put your back into it.
Yeah, Mr. Salazar, charming as ever. The friends you make in the healthcare industry, eh, Director?
What's going on? We can,
and here come our skin-challenged patients now, Director. Be mindful that the more skin labs we have, the more patients we can treat.
Receptionist back here, maybe.
I should send you the bill for cleaning this loathsome glop out of my R&D lab. This stuff is Beelzebub's jism.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Salazar. Our patient speaks so highly of their skin lab treatments. How did that one patient put it? A liquid massage. Isn't that right, Director?
Yes, yes, digital dog's body, your junk science may have impressed the rubes you call patients, but we have higher standards at Salazon.
That much is clear, sir.
Nice. He did, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You dimwits have fallen right into my trap. We've been recording your skin lab treatments this whole time. It'll be a cakewalk for my scientists to... What? You weren't recording. Why the blazes not? We're paying Galacticare to treat a bunch of skin tragics for nothing. Well, of course, I didn't tell you to. It's called plausible deniability, you cretinous dunderhead. Honestly, Galacticare, it's as if these nitwits have never heard of corporate espionage. Oh, how quaint. Your skin labs are actually staffed by living doctors.
Well, yes. That personal touch is a Galacticare specialty. Who operates your machines?
I outsource my operation to remote workers on Eridani 9, like any sensible businessman.
We got the statue for getting to 4-star. Let's go.
You dimwits have fallen right into my trap. We've been recording your skin lab treatments this whole time. It'll be a cakewalk for my scientists to... What?
What?
You weren't recording. Why the blazes not? We're paying Galacticare to treat a bunch of skin tragic... Honestly, Galacticare, it's as if... Oh, how quaint. Your skin labs are actually...
Well, yes.
I outsource...
Regular gray.
Competent healthcare. Now, why can't you clodpoles produce these results? You're making me look like a fool in front of a... Never mind that. Galacticare's your bullion as promised.
Thanks.
My team will crack it sooner or later and make your skin lab look like a septic tank. In the meantime, if that Orion bird you've got designing your whatchamacallits ever wants to see how a real company is run, She'll have a plum spot in my science division. Ta-ta, Galacticares!
Need more skin labs.
Director, Ms. Ryan has a personal request for you. I'm actually not privy to the details, which I must say I'm not happy about.
Ah, Director. I wonder if you wouldn't mind looking after a bit of a special patient. An old friend of mine, as a matter of fact. He's an actor, and he's become jellified just hours before opening night.
No.
Between you and me, I owe Charlie a bit of a favor. So I'd be so grateful if you could sort him out. I know you're busy, Director, but there's a bit of a time crunch on this one. Apparently there's some... Oh, marvelous. He should be with you in a jiffy.
Good evening, Galacticare. Charles Barriber. Charlie to friends. I'm afraid I've got a rather literal case of jelly legs mere moments before curtain up. Terribly unprofessional. Cora assured me you would be able to help.
Well, if Cora says so, it must be true. Happy to assist any associate of Ms. Ryan, Mr. Barriber.
Thank heavens! Our cross-species Hamlet revival can go on. It's set in the metaverse, you know.
Sounds utterly unmissable.
Right, getting treated.
Jellification? That sounds made up.
You may dabble in the make-believe, Mr. Barbara, but here at Galacticare we stay firmly inside the bounds of the real. Now, let's get you to Skin Lab for your basting.
Oh god. This off to the skin place. I love how you like see the stages of their treatment. I'm not sure if 2 Point does that, I might be wrong.
Out vile jelly indeed. Thank you, Galacticare. The show can go on. My Odophilia will be so relieved.
Of course, Galacticare is proud to be a patron of the dramatic arts.
Please pass on my thanks to Cora. There's a front row seat with her name on it, if she ever wishes to attend the show.
I'm sure she wouldn't miss it. Now, off you pop. Don't want to keep your audience waiting.
Very good, very good. Decorations up here. Wait, no, that's a hollow dog. Get rid of that.
You're there? Good. This is outrageous. I'm being blamed for a piddling little warehouse explosion. Just because it had Salazon written.
Oh my god, there's fucking loads of them.
Hello? Sick as a dog.
Do like that they're splitting up though.
Give me a hand. Here.
Help me.
Cool skins. Alright, let's get these treated. Wait, you're not.
Hello.
They've all got cranial fractures, bless them. We'll swap out those skulls. Don't worry. I'll save you. You're not.
Idiot.
Waiting ages.
No worker of mine is getting a sick day for a few boo-boos.
Alright. They're being healed. Should have saved them too. Star Wars, level 3. They can level up 5 times and they get
You're doing great.
Less dangerous each time.
Remarkable.
Thanks,
Every
dear.
single patient cured and ready to rejoin the workforce. I'd have rather keep the warehouse, of course. Wage slaves are much cheaper to replace. Well, mush my peas and call me Gracie. Galacticare, exquisitely executed. I must confess to some disappointment that you didn't completely turn the bed. I'd kill to know how to get that level of care at a Salazon facility. Don't tell me I'd need to start paying my doctors. Treat yourselves with these well-deserved credits, Galacticares. For a second-rate hospital, you acquitted yourselves admirably.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Salazar. Perhaps you'd like to leave us a favorable online review.
Sorry, chum. I'm going through a space tunnel, losing your signal.
I don't think that was a real space tunnel.
I don't either. So. Oh.
Good to see you back, Director. We're about to arrive at the Burning Moon Festival. It's operated by an old fellow, Leonard Moon, a notorious eccentric and, reportedly, rather neurotic in the not-so-good sense. Besides an awful amount of noise, chemicals, rampant fornication, and various other sapient indulgences, I can't even begin to imagine what more we might encounter. You know, once upon a time, Liz Orion was nearly decapitated at one of these things. Total madhouse.
Amazing.
Director, welcome to the show. I am pleased to report that our acoustic barriers are fully engaged, and we are thus safe from any potential cerebral hemorrhaging. The dull thump, thump, thump you can hear is coming from the Burning Moon Festival, named for, well, I suppose you can look out the window.
Wow, it's so bright! Heel, why are they setting the moon on fire?
Mary, it's just one of life's many thrilling mysteries.
Very
Get them
cool.
on.
Very cool. Like, I love that.
Our contract is for the duration of the festival, which is split between various acts. I'll pop that information up on the objectives window. We're expecting calls from Leonard Moon, the festival's owner, as the revelries develop.
Wow, man, that's a turnout. I'm gonna give a big wet hug to all the planets and people in the galaxy. If you don't set something on fire, I am gonna kick you out. All right, love you. Bye.
Yes, that'd be him. Wonderful chap. A very clever and handsome fellow, by all accounts. Never met him myself.
Wow, hey, so things are already popping off down here, and some kind of metal situation has happened, but not in a good way. We kind of want to get this cleared up before people start getting spooked that the festival is dangerous or something. So yeah, open up when you can, please. Thanks a bunch.
It does look rather gnarly down there, Director. Though, now that I think of it, Ms. Orion has been working on a rather illuminating new piece of technology. Ms. Orion is on the...
Laser surgery. Scalpels weren't cutting it, so to speak. So, we switched over to high-intensity mining lasers to handle some of the crustier conditions people come down with. As it turns out, having industrial energy devices blasting away at your skin made people anxious. So I also took the initiative to make it a kind of immersive musical experience. Kind of like dressing up an MRI machine as a pirate ship.
Okay.
I'm not sure how Ms. Orion managed to turn lasers into a healthcare solution, but here we are. Let's build some so that we can treat our incoming patients. We're ready to open up at your command, Director.
Squeeze. It's ruined everything. Alright, we can do that. What's happened here? A couple of weird little bugs like that, isn't there?
Good to see you back, Derek.
No, it's still there. Got a spaceship stuck in my
Good to see you.
hospital. That's kind of nice. What's wrong with him?
Are you a doctor?
You need food and stuff like me. Where's the ball? You got stuff, right? Yeah.
Patients await, Director. There are a lot of people howling in pain. Excellent. I'll let Mr. Moon know that we're operating and ready to receive patients from the festival.
Oh, hey, you guys are open now. Apparently, that's good actually, because people were like dying down here. My security guards are gonna try and get them up to you, but a lot of them are very heavy from having metal all over their face, so we'll get them to you when we can. Thanks.
Our first patients are arriving now, Director. Should they have access to a reception desk and a diagnosis room, they may begin their adventure not
Yeah,
premature.
we're still gonna need the other rooms. So let's get a boning chamber. Let's do it like that. I think so. Oh, it wants it bigger than that. Bone person. Give me a level 2 skin person. Actually found I need a toilet down there. Oh, I'm in debt.
Blade dropping dead.
Open it.
Director, you've run out of credits.
Okay, so I can spend 10 minutes bankrupt. We're fine, we'll make money. Oh, that just gave me 3,500 coins, so that's handy.
Hey, so we got all the people who got encased in liquid metal rounded up, and they've been, like, aggressively shoved into your shovels. So they're on their way now. Please fix them. We need their post-festival reviews for our socials. Thanks!
Director, the patients who got coated with liquid metal have just arrived.
Our first patients are beginning to arrive, and some of them are species we've not yet encountered. Ms. Orion's uploaded a couple of dossiers for us to get acquainted with.
What?
Might be dying. Feels
These guys.
The Diani are a plant-based species. They're often loners, vagrants, artists, explorers, and their family dynamic has a lot to do with their isolation. They're created by a living planet. It won't talk to them. It won't give them purpose. They just pop out of the ground without a reason for their existence. Despite their solitary nature, other species really like being around them. Pheromones or something, who knows? Kuba Bali. These hearty sauroids are patient, precise, and durable.
Oh, they like
rarely
wide
need a break,
corridors.
and it takes their bladders an almost supernaturally long time to fill up. So there's that. They adore order and live in discrete tribes, all with their own rituals, which have been brought into a cultural structure known as concatenated ordering. The exact details of how that all works aren't entirely understood, but it seems to work for them, so more power to them.
Hello? It ain't.
It's wide enough for him.
Might be dying.
I got another one of them. They give you loads of cash.
Hey, give me a hand here.
Literally got metal heads.
Feels bad.
I'm getting it lasered up. Amazing.
Wow, you guys are just lasering the metal off our crowd? That's so cool, I'm not even sure if I care if they die. I guess we hired the right people, huh?
Yes, he did.
guys are better now, which is great. Also, they were in the cheap seats, so if you kind of want to take a break, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, we're gonna save them all.
Bravo on handling that emergency. It's in the bag. Mr. Moon is apparently occupied by his exhausting labors, but he's provided a pre-recorded message for you. I'll play it now.
In the event that you guys do a great job, hey, wow, great job. Thanks for doing whatever it is you did. I'm sure it'll be great for the festival. Thanks, here's money. Goodbye.
Thank you. Right, so we got like 6 more missions then till the finale. It's very well set up, the story, maybe.
Is you with a singer, apparently?
Wow, hey, it's me again. So one of our headline acts, Twiggy Pop or
No,
something,
not
is
Twiggy
sick,
Pop.
like, big time. She's already finished her set, so it's not the worst thing if she dies, I guess. It wouldn't be great for our media coverage, though, so please keep her alive for like 2 hours or so. Thanks.
Yes. What a delightful fellow. Director, when it comes to VIP treatments, the faster we treat the patient concerned, the better our rewards will be. It's probably worth pulling out all the stops to make sure Twiggy gets the best and fastest treatment possible.
Where is she?
Wow! Heel! Twiggy Pop has arrived! I think she makes the best harsh noise in the galaxy.
Medic, you have no idea who this person is. Welcome to the station, Mom.
A machine, huh? Well, nice to meet you, mate. So, looks like I ran into Festacrosis bacteria at the festival, and it's eaten off about half my face. Any chance you could fix this?
Of course. We'll get your ailment seen to as quickly as we can. Assuming we have seats, you're welcome to sit in one of them.
Yes, needs laser surgery after diagnostics.
Why does everything smell of chlorine?
So, you found out what's wrong with her? Some kind of flesh-eating bacteria? Okay, great. Keep that to yourselves, please. I know nothing about it, and this conversation never happened.
Alone? Looks really like her legs come. My whole left side is proper getting her. To be fair.
Hey! Thanks for keeping me alive and everything. The music scene is a mess of dodgy contracts and corporate control. And I'd rather do something more meaningful with my life. Seems like you guys know what you're doing, and I used to be a doctor. So I want to join up. I've sent your machine my resume. Hey, Director. I'm Twiggy Pop. I started life as a doctor, working in the core regions. Tough gig, but it's made me pretty good at the job. Also, people really like my singing. Not sure why, but it makes anyone nearby better at their
amazing,
work.
Dan.
More focused. Anyway, that's me.
2024
Thanks for
needs
taking me
to
on, Director.
stop.
It's nice to get back to doing something I actually care about.
So she's got an inspiring song that will boost all doctors.
Dr. Pop.
Oh, thanks, little guy. All right, I'll go get changed. Any chance of a cappuccino?
I don't think that exists, but I'll try.
Director, we've acquired our first consultant. They're permanent additions to your team, traveling with us from hospital to hospital. Let's open the consultant window to bring Dr. Pop in now. This is our consultant roster, which will allow us to bring consultants into the hospital. Let's
Yeah,
bring
she's
Dr. Pop into
already
the
working.
hospital now. And there she is.
Hey, Director. Glad I can get down to work. Maddie, how's that coffee looking?
I'm sorry, Twiggy, but Heel says coffee is illegal and that we'd all die.
I said nothing of the sort. Director, consultants are quite different from our other staff members. Let's inspect Dr. Pop to find out more. Dr. Pop, like all consultants, is a remarkably effective clinician who can expertly operate any of our rooms. As consultants and experience, they gain powerful, unique abilities, and sometimes you need to make hard choices as to which ones they acquire. You can see the perks Twiggy has in her skill tree. And that's everything you need to know about that. Let's get cracking, shall we?
Hey, I got a message from Twiggy that everything went okay with her treatment, which sounds good. And also that she's quit the music business, so I have 7 executives here who are using circular breathing to shriek non-stop like a ghoul. Ask her not to do that. Thanks.
Amazing.
Director, Dr. Pop is calling about a psychotic break amongst the festival goers, which, judging by the current set list, seems entirely justified. Our consultant, Dr. Pop, would like to speak to you about the psychosis gripping the festival. Dr. Pop is now trying to sample the...
Director, it seems people are falling prey to some kind of psychosis. A fear of spaceflight or something? They're on their way, and they're just constantly screaming inside the ambulance.
A psychological condition. Ms. Orion's been preparing for this eventuality. She'll be in touch with the details.
The Dreamarium! So, we arranged a trade deal with a planet ruled by psychic clams. In exchange for an unknown quantity of an unknown substance, they've lent us their services as therapists. Basically, with a doctor as an intermediary. These creatures can dive into the depths of our patients' minds, rearrange their neural networks, and slurp out any lingering negative emotion. No issue so far. And the treatments have proven incredibly effective in testing. Sure would be nice to remember what our contract with the clams was, though. Sounds like it might do the trick. Once we've got some...
A dream
That could
area.
well be a bug.
Some of those rooms set up, I'll dive right in. Could be kind of trippy. Some patients with the aforementioned space phobia have arrived. Oh, wait, how about space phobia? Seems like you guys enjoy a good pun around here.
Idiots. What? What?
Hello.
I need a dream, Doctor. We can have them doctors, that's cool.
I just think that's wonderful. Space fright. Spectacular work, Miss Puff.
Thanks, Heel.
Oh, yes. No, not at all. Space fright.
Hey guys, so some randos decided to weld rocket boosters to some asteroids and I couldn't stop them, and now a space rocket's headed straight towards your station. Sorry and good luck with all that stuff.
What? Oh no!
This is where the fun begins.
No! What
Director,
the
it looks like the
fuck?
festival isn't the only place to find rock and roll. Yes, wonderful. We've taken on significant damage from the impact. Your hospital is dilapidated, Director. More Medibots are needed.
Not cool.
You use a clam to suck out their bad vibes? Wow, I wasted so much money on therapy. I hope it's legal. I'm not a narc, mostly, but yeah, cover your ass.
So there's 11 of these campaign missions. They all take like 1 to 2 hours each, but if you want to like 5-star them, they take a lot longer than that each. There's a lot of very polished content here, I feel. I'm impressed. Yeah, but like not having to coat everything in posters and decorations is nice. $3, thank you very much. Got one on room repair, one on
It seems like the psychic
decoration
clam
repair,
stuff's going
and the
pretty
rest
okay.
on
You know,
default.
I was married to someone who thrived on absorbing negative energy. That came out wrong. That was supposed to be a burn. Never mind.
Like my only like major gripe with 2 Point Hospital is the decoration thing. And it does get a bit samey. I know you get like new diseases and stuff. But I'm sure this might suffer from the same thing. But I do, like, with these different, like, scenarios, right? I think it's got a bit, that extra little magic. Because you get, like, emergencies in 2.0 as well. I don't know. We'll have to revisit. I've still not played any of the DLC for 2.0. And we have it all. Pretty funny. We got more space rights. I'm digging it.
Hey, sorry about the ex-wife thing. I've actually never been in a relationship, and I don't know why I lied to you about it. Can I come up
Fully
there?
voice
There's
acting
stuff I'd like your
quirky
mouse to make
dialogue.
not happen in my brain anymore.
Who?
That's gone excellently, Director. The Dreamarium is working a charm, and none of the patients seem to have any permanent loss of function. The room is now approved for long-term use. Another job well done. We're blazing along.
We're blazing. Oh, what's that? A cleanliness beacon automatically cleans up rubbish vomit and remains in a large radius. Interesting.
It looks like we picked up a cleanliness beacon. It projects an energy field which dissolves problematic waste, trash, and so on. Testing did suggest that tooth enamel isn't necessarily safe either, so I'll keep an eye on our complaints box. Director, Ms. Orion is calling in. Something about the wonders of Craftium. She's quite excited.
Craftium. It's a wonder material that does exactly what it says on the tin. And I should know. I named it Craftium. I like to think that one was a stroke of brilliance. You can use it to recreate practically anything you've seen, even rare craft tech, like that cleanliness beacon you just acquired. Open up your inventory. First, select the crafting mode to begin the process. Now, craft anything you like. One brand spanking new, well, I can't see what you've made, but I'm sure it's great. Craftium! So cool. Now, I've got one more thing for you.
What you got for me?
The research lab. It's got a big old supercomputer. Your doctors can use it to improve our craft tech blueprints or gain new insights into any of the conditions we've encountered. We used to hook their consciousness directly to the computer, but, well, it occasionally created a nightmare portal which trapped their minds in a digital hellscape for eternity, so we don't do that anymore. All right, that's enough sapient interaction for one day. Catch you later, Director.
Let's give that new research lab a spin, Director. Place one down and we'll see if we can't suss it out.
Yeah, I'll just place it. Nope. this more.
The research lab is capable of two distinct functions, generating insight into conditions and upgrading our craft tech blueprints. Let's upgrade one now. Select the research lab and in the research interface, select a blueprint to upgrade. With the blueprint selected, our doctors will begin to develop the improved version. This new and improved blueprint will dramatically reduce the crafting cost, but unfortunately, it's attuned specifically to the station we're currently on. You'll need to complete the research again in each new hospital. The research lab can also boost our research efforts into any condition of your choosing. This will generate some research directly. It also generates insight into conditions. Insight greatly increases the research generated for that condition whenever you have it stockpiled. Shockingly, it's Leonard Moon again, calling about another ailing musician.
Oh my god, there's another whole musician who is now dying for no reason except to make this whole festival a waking nightmare. Can you fix him, please? His name is Clem Banzig, and he's a coital tyrannosaurus, which probably has something to do with all this, but I don't judge, and neither should you, or anybody. If I want to slop around with roadies until my flaps catch fire, that's up to me and the creator. Clem, I mean, if Clem wants to do those things. Look, just get him back to us, okay? There's too much on the line for it all to be taken down by Banzig's love for the fizzy pump. I'll give you lots of money and goodbye.
Alright.
We have lack sites in the hospital, Director.
He's shaking like an aging pirate.
Oh yes, I, Clem Banzig, am badly diseased from my many fallacious adventures.
Actually, sir, it seems like you might have just had too many energy drinks.
Oh, I didn't think you'd actually know. Please, don't tell anybody.
Naturally. Yes, patient confidentiality is vital in our line of work.
Too many energy drinks, toxin addiction. I can't relate at all. I normally go with a couple of diazepam, but that works for me. Zoppy clone if we're desperate. I'm in my dream room. I'll be fine.
Clem got diagnosed? An addiction to energy drink? Huh. I don't know why I thought it was something venereal. Branding, probably. Honestly, I don't even know if cougars have anything down there. They could be like mushrooms or something.
Come on, there's only 1 minute 30. The Dreamarium's too far away. Get in there. Fix his brain. Where are you going?
I'm alive. It's still alive, isn't it?
Oi! How's it going, mate? You alright?
Oh man,
He's
I feel way
alive!
better now. Now I can get back to romping again, which I do all the time, just so you know.
Good for you,
So
sir.
you know.
Best of luck.
Very good. 3 of 7.
Wow, hey, that was pretty fast. Thanks. I can put these pills back on the cabinet and get back to having jazzy times at the festival.
I played it in the beta. I've not played it since it's come out. Oh, what? Toxin Energy Extreme. Amazing.
Oh, Galacticare. Forgot to tell you. I had a handful of 2 cans of toxin energy squirreled away in somewhere. I figured I'd donate them to you, considering they're so tasty and fizzy and all, and caffeinated. And they get your mind going, and you start to vibrate, and, oh, I miss it already. Hey, can we just turn this shuttle around?
Our new pal, Leonard Moon, is...
Hey, are you medical guys any good at the cyber? Because we have issues with the cyber.
It's a
And if
little
you
bit
don't
bugged.
do
There's a
something,
couple
I'm
of
going to
little-
have a panic attack.
Mr. Moon, I'm
You
not
are
entirely sure that
I
our
know.
contract
You fix
covers...
it.
It covers it. I put it in there. Holograms are just as important as the musicians to
Why
me,
doesn't it
man.
let
They're
me-
people. It's in the contract. You have to believe me. Please.
Director, holograms can't be covered because they don't actually exist. That said, it is probably worth doing this so that our client doesn't cork
What
it
we're
before
doing?
he can pay us.
Fixing
So,
the lights.
that means we'll be performing healthcare on the lights, using our trusty canisters, of course. What we'll need to do is take the canisters, cart them over to laser surgery, and shoot them with the lasers until they're so full of lasers that we can do healthcare on the lights.
Okay.
The canisters are ready to be
I'm gonna prioritize them.
thoroughly lasered.
You played it. Explain any good?
Oh my god, the lights are still out? Oh no, I think I'm dying. Not like this. No. No.
As
fixing it.
I'm sure he's fine, Director.
It's one. Second one's going in.
The doctors are done putting all the lasers in those canister guys.
That they are, Robot. Our treatment canisters are ready to be delivered down to the festival.
I've been talking to them a bit, and and they seem kind of weird, but nice.
You've been talking to them. I'm fairly sure that nobody's home.
Please help me.
Yeah, we've been sharing data. Being a motorized tube seems hard on people. How long will they be gone?
Well, the energies involved will totally atomize them on delivery, so, you know, a while.
Oh.
Yes, terrible. Wave goodbye to your friends, Maddie.
Bye-bye.
And away they go. What a thrill.
Oh, good, you're still here. Do I seem any younger? I'm in a new body and I feel gorgeous. Anyway, we see your canisters coming and they're full of lasers. Yeah, great. Good luck.
And somehow, Leonard Moon has returned. What a thrilling twist.
Wow, that worked. You've officially saved my ass. The holograms are back on and everyone is vibing and stuff. Thanks.
No problem.
Try not to spend it all in one place. I know how you Terrans can get with money. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I'm going through a bad divorce, and my dog has bubonic plague, and I'm sorry. I'm not normally racist. It's the stress. Sorry.
Leonard Moon is having ode problems by the sounds of it, and not just personally.
Oh, hey! Hi, so you ever have one of those days where it feels like an evil spirit is trying to harass you into a psychotic break? Anyway, all 4 members of the band The Exolodes are about to die soon from burns they decided to get as a prank, I guess. And if you can't heal them, please just eat them or whatever you people like to do. I'm, like, totally done with this. Thanks.
Director, the Exolodes are now stepping off the shuttle. We'll be able to experience the full richness of ode culture. How exciting.
Wow! This is amazing! Cool spot, man! I am dying big time! Yeah, it's always about you, right? Don't you care that Bim is an anxiety spiral and has no toilet to be in? Whoa! That's a harsh and unhealthy form of mind reading and catastrophizing that I'm just, like, not into. It's fine, Tim. I'm sure I'll find somewhere to hang out. You've got to stop letting Jim walk over you all the time, man. I'll get you a max caffeine, and then you can chill out a little. Bro, I am not great with this Copeland drama triangle situation. Whoa, look at that pile of fluids on the floor. I'm gonna drink that, like, right now.
I'll get him seen.
feels so good. I might even try and raise my arms above my head again. Thanks, health people. This has been really pretty okay.
You're entirely welcome, my elderly friend. I look forward to hearing your performance.
Wow. Really?
Good luck to you, Mr. Clyde.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
We have an incursion of Laxites. I suggest swift action, Director, or the consequences will be unpleasant.
Stuff to my awful body, and now I can do music again. Wild!
Nice. What's going on with these guys? They're shitting themselves. I'm gonna need a toilet down there, really.
Hey, it's great I'm still alive. I feel good, like, physically. You guys have any stuff for being in a dark spiral of anxiety and self-doubt? Electrocute my brain or something?
Afraid not. Good day, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Bye.
He's getting treated now. Nice.
Oh man, I feel like I could choke myself out. I haven't been in this good shape for like 300 years now. Thanks for the new mojo, health people.
Oh man, you got them all fixed already? Okay, that's actually really great, because I was starting to wonder if I should just nuke the festival and, like, flee to the Outer Rim. Hey, thank you. This has, really made my day. This has really made my day.
Huh? Alright, mate. You have a good one. I should be doing the same soon, but still, we're gonna finish this campaign level, not all of it. It's here for 30 hours, I reckon. Yeah, thanks for chilling, man.
Leonard Moon is in a tears over a situation with his headlining musician.
No! No! The final act, the headliner, the colossal musician, they got a disease that melted their skin off. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Oh my god. I think I'm dying. Am I dying? I feel like I'm being electrocuted. You've got to fix this. Please!
Hello, Galacticare.
Well, hello there. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Gazria, for the purposes of this event. Baz has a lot to say about you. Seems to think you might be capable of great things. Sorry for the inconvenience of my affliction, but I wanted to see if you're all he's made you out to be. It's quite funny to screw around with Leonard Moon, and I figured that having his headliner get half consumed would give his heart a real kick. Oh,
This does hurt rather a lot more than I thought it would, though. Having your skin rapidly eaten away isn't my idea of an interesting night. Any chance of a hand?
Well, I certainly don't see why not. Well, this has turned out to be rather interesting. Word gets around, eh? As before, we'll need to dispatch a shuttle to take a tissue sample, and from there, figure out the best way to treat Gazria's rotting flesh. Dispatch one when you're ready. The shuttle is on standby for your launch order, Director. The away team is in place, awaiting for your order, Director. The shuttle is away, Director.
Oh, it's out there, though. Oh, man.
The sample has been collected, and the ambulance is on its way back. Let's get it over to diagnosis.
Right.
Fine.
No way.
With the events that are unfolding.
So,
thank you.
Zoe the Demon Fox raided my stream with 5 viewers.
Pretty gnarly. She's been devoured by the same bacteria I was.
How's it going? Thank you for the ride.
Treatment canisters are deploying now. If we can run them
Game's
through
amazing,
skin lab
isn't
and
it?
laser surgery,
Have
we
you
should
been
be
playing
able to
this?
patch her up.
Yes. Pardon?
The treatment canisters. The colossal?
See what you've been
Laser
playing.
surgery?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, shout out, yeah.
Terribly sorry. Paper for a new fusion train design was just released. Rather distracting.
What have you been playing?
Nothing at
Mech
all.
Warrior?
Good luck in there and so on.
Give me a follow. Appreciate the raid. Hope you've had a good stream. We're treating people in outer space right now. Right, we need to... Won't be able to then. We need to prioritize these real quick.
It aches. We have an incursion of Laxites. I suggest swift action, Director, or the consequences will be unpleasant.
Oh, you're playing this too? Oh, you're on a mission ahead of me. Okay, cool. It's great though. I'm a big 2-point fan. This is cool too. Surprised at the level of polish. It's like 2-point is tough to beat, but this is getting as close as you can to it. Very impressed. Yeah. It's definitely up there with it. Like, I love the missions, but the story missions are great so far. Yeah. I get that.
The canisters have been processed and are ready to have a crack at Gazria's dreadful meat situation.
Spectacular! Let's get them shipped off. Dispatch the shuttle when you're ready, Director.
Away.
I think Baz might have been right. Honestly, I haven't felt better since before this moon was formed. Shame what they're doing to it. Still, I can get close to them and begin to understand their minds, so I'll take what I can get. You're some good eggs, Galacticare. Cool. Take care of yourselves, and watch out for the debris.
Looks like we're all done. Let's check in with Gazria.
Oh, wow. Oh, that was perfect. I guess I never had anything to worry about. Thanks for all the health care you did, and here's a shipload of credits. I gotta go prep for the big finale. Toodles.
Toodles. Oh wow, we're up to almost 4-star already. It's not bad.
It's on? Yeah, okay. Everybody, thank you for sticking with us. We're about to blow the biggest damn hole in this burning moon since the festival began. Get ready to ring in the end times with all the other delinquents out there. Because it's fun. Because it's wild. And just because we can. Behold!
Oh shit. Alright, thank you.
Well,
raid.
That's,
and have a good night.
That's
Appreciate
quite something. I'm sure everyone's fine.
Appreciate
Director. I suppose I'll update Galacticare.
Enjoy the other, what, 8 missions when you next
remove
play?
the moon.
There are 11,
well,
I think.
That's all you're up for, Director. I and the other staff can take care of the after party for you if you'd rather head off. Our next contract awaits whenever you'd like to get us out of here. Well done, by the way. That went rather well, I thought.
Yes.
Your choice, Director. We can stick around here and bask in the glory of our as you wish. Though I do hope we don't stay too long. My auditory filters are on the fritz, and every second of the festival's drone feels like an electrocution.
Really? I love the drones. This music thing is awesome. We should have, like, a radio station in here.
Far outside of scope, Mary. Also, your sensors must be broken. I'll put in a request for a replacement AI.
We got a bit of a queue on the skin lab. Diagnostic is busy down there. Diagnostic is very busy down there. Why don't they go up here? Maybe another laser. posters. Yeah, I love that you only have to put like 3 decorations per room. It's not. But 2 point, like, covering everything in posters and decorations got a little old. Sure, that was helped with being able to copy rooms and stuff, but it was hard not to always make, what were it, like level 12 before the scaling got silly. They done that. Toxic addiction. We got a new rug. Some sort of dance mat. 4-star, we're gonna have to wait. Get that. I wish we'd have more people go to the other diagnostics.
Galacticare! It's your lucky day. How would you like to facilitate the ad campaign that rockets Salazar to the upper echelons of the galaxy's corporate elite? Well, too bad. You'll do it anyway if you know what's good for you. I need you to fix our star, Admirable James.
Excellent Jim, man.
Whatever. He's come down with some hysteria and refusing space travel. And a leading man who's permanently planet-side is no use to us. I knew you do-gooders would come through. I'll have exquisite jigs strapped down and shipped to you forthwith.
Director, excellent Jim has arrived for his treatment.
It's excellent. Oh, you got it right. Yeah. Where do you want me?
How's it going?
Nice. Seriously?
Diagnosis is complete. Mr. Jim is afflicted with space fright, like the festival goers from Burning Moon.
Space fright? Would this also explain, sexual dysfunction, by any chance?
That's between you and a telepathic mollusk, sir.
Oh, miserable.
Ordinary.
Wow! Your mollusk said that disgusting thing I do with fate mods is a safety blanket for my fear of space travel. I guess it was connected to my sexual dysfunction.
Superfluous work, Galacticares. My star can retake his place in the heavens. You might run your company like daycare run by circus clowns, but you know how to cure a lunatic. Your contribution to Salazon's meteoric rise will not go forgotten. Never acknowledged, obviously, but not forgotten.
Real bit of space. About that.
Hi.
A clutch of vomitungs has managed to make its way into our hospital, Director.
on, 4-star. Let's get us there.
Ahoy hoy, Galacticare Dr. Monkeys! I've got a devil of a mess on my hands, and since you're the blighters responsible, you better believe the cleanup's on you. We got wind of your fancy new skin lab, and I instructed my scientists to build one for Salazon, but these test tube lickers mangled it. Instead of curing skin conditions, it's inflicting them with violent intensity, and my lab is positively covered in unguent.
I'm positively distressed to hear it, Mr. Salazar. Not sure how it falls on us, however.
Because we were copying you in the first place. Now do the noble thing and fix these tragics before decomposition kicks in. Don't worry, butler boy, I'll pay you for it. Bloody right. Now then, you'll get paid according to how many of these corroded casualties you cure for me. So pull on your grown-up, Nick.
Yeah, Miss...
Alright.
And here come our skin-challenged patients now, Director. Be mindful that the more skin...
Finally. Dying.
Oh, is this it?
Hi.
Finally. Dying.
And as we have, the more patients we can treat.
We got 3 of them. Right on the cusp of 4-star. Someone's got a poor salary.
It aches.
What's up?
I should send you the bill for cleaning this loathsome glop out of my R&D lab. This stuff is Beelzebub's jism.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Salazar. Our patient speaks so highly of their skin lab treatments. How did that one patient put it? A liquid massage. Isn't that right, Director?
Yes, yes, digital dog's body, your junk science may have impressed the rubes you call patients, but we have higher standards at Salazon.
That much is clear, sir.
Hello?
Oh, my back.
You dimwits have fallen right into my trap. We've been recording your skin lab treatments this whole time. It'll be a cakewalk for my scientists to... What? You weren't recording. Why the blazes not? We're paying Galacticare to treat a bunch of skin tragics for nothing. Well, of course, I didn't tell you to. It's called plausible deniability, you cretinous dunderhead. Honestly, Galacticare, it's as if these nitwits have never heard of corporate espionage. Oh, how quaint. Your skin labs are actually staffed by living doctors.
Well, yes. That personal touch is a Galacticare specialty. Who operates your machines?
I outsource my operation to remote workers on Eridani 9, like any sensible businessman. You dimwits have fallen right into my trap. We've been recording your skin lab treatments this whole time. It'll be a cakewalk for my scientists to... What? You weren't recording. Why the blazes not? We're paying Galacticare to treat a bunch of skin tragics for nothing. Well, of course, I didn't tell you to. It's called plausible deniability, you cretinous dunderhead. Honestly, Galacticare, it's as if these nitwits have never heard of corporate espionage. Oh, how quaint. Your skin labs are actually staffed by living doctors.
Well, yes. That personal touch is a Galacticare specialty. Who operates your machines?
I outsource my operation to remote workers on Eridani 9, like any sensible businessman.
Nice. Use my fucking bin, mate.
Almost impressive, Galacticares. A serviceable impression of an actual hospital. My team will crack it sooner or later and make your skin lab look like a septic tank. In the meantime, if that Orion bird you've got designing your whatchamacallits ever wants to see how a real company's run, she'll have a plum spot in my science division. Ta-ta, Galacticares!
Oh, we got the fence mat. Nice. Amazing. Save it there. I also have to get to bed. It's great though. Yeah, 11 chapters. And you can like sandbox too. I'm guessing that's the sandbox level. Transport Tycoon is coming up next. More things to buy. Oh, we can get turntables. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Amazing. Yeah, if you got Game Pass, it's a no-brainer in my book. It's a little bit. How much is it on Steam? I will have to get it on here eventually. It's like 23. Yeah, 22.49 right now. How's it doing? 97%, yeah. Guessing there's one bad review. But yeah, it's very good. Alright. Coming back tomorrow. Yeah. All the games, you know.